Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Well, today I have some updates, some thoughts on my most recent purchases, and I have tried to gather as many as I could that fit the bill for two things. I wanted something that I've had for long enough to play with and have some extra thoughts on, while I also wanted the items to be new enough that you might still be debating whether or not to purchase them. So I'm trying to kind of thread that needle right in there. If there's anything that I left out that I have looked at recently, just give a comment below and I'll be sure to update you on anything that I passed here. But I tried to give a kind of a good look at some of the items that we've been talking about here on this channel the last few weeks. At the end, I'm going to put in some of the newer reviews that I've done, only because I actually already have some advanced thoughts on those. Let's start first with your friend and mine, Charlotte Tilbury, and let's talk about some of those new releases that I have mentioned on this channel. The first to discuss are her three new-ish lipstick releases, which were the Wedding Trio, Mrs. Kisses, Wedding Bells, and First Dance. These three lipsticks, and all of these videos that I have done, I will link below so you can see swatches and all that good stuff. We covered all of that. These lipsticks were interesting. When they first came out, people were upset. They thought that they looked too similar to others. They thought that if you had them, you would already have them. They weren't, I mean, they got kind of, there was a lot, you can see in the video, there's a lot of discussion in the comment section about whether or not these should be purchased. Here's what I'm finding. That my subscribers and friends who already owned and already collect Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks were thrilled with these. And my subscribers and friends who didn't have a huge collection of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks were even extra thrilled with these. They're beautiful. I am actually wearing Mrs. Kisses today, right here on my lips, with a little bit of Tom Ford Aura gloss over it, so it's not pure. But that is what I'm wearing today. These are beautiful lipsticks. They are not a waste of your money or time, whether you already have Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks or not. These are actually have turned out to be quite a good addition, and I have heard nothing but good things from the folks who have purchased them after seeing my video. All good stuff. Moving on, Charlotte had her lip and cheek glows. Now these products came in two shades, Color of Dreams and Color of Passion. As you see me struggling to open them, they're not always the easiest to open for me anyway, I don't know. These are meant for the cheeks and the lips, and let me tell you how I've been doing with them. I am getting a lot of questions on which one to purchase, and as you can see by me holding them up, they haven't changed. They're still terribly similar. This one being the darker, I actually have to look on the back to see, and this being the Color of Dreams, the slightly more pale. These are lovely products. For me, these are purse items that you can just dot your finger in and go in on your cheeks. I have dotted them on my finger and gone in on the lips. I don't do that much. I do use these on the cheeks. I have even used them on the eyes, believe it or not, and they are quite pretty. The compact is very lovely and kind of old Hollywood. They're tiny little things. I like them a lot. Do not buy them if you're going to use them mostly on the lips. It was a little bit drying. The color doesn't really show up. If you're in a pinch, I suppose. They are lovely as a cream blush. There are a lot of cream blushes on the market. If you have to skip one Charlotte Tilbury product, I suppose this would be it. But if you would like a cream blush, if you are a fan of cream blushes, you are not wasting your money with this Charlotte product. Third Charlotte product, I'm actually tossing them to the floor as we finish. It's carpeted, don't worry. The next is her Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is the travel size. She has recently released on her website the full size and travel size. This is a darn good setting spray if you like setting sprays. I do not. You will see in the video that I will, of course, link below. I make such a funny face when I spray my face with spray. I don't like spray hitting my face, really. As far as setting sprays go, and if you are a setting spray person, this is a darn good one. It doesn't feel like you have anything on your face, unlike some of the other setting sprays that feel kind of like a shellac is sprayed over your face, you know, like a clear paint or a hairspray. This does not feel like that. It's very comfortable and it works really, really well. It can also be used as a setting spray. I don't like that, and I have not really been doing that. If you have, please tell us below your experiences with that. I think it's really a setting spray, and as far as setting sprays go, it's a good one. Let's talk about Victoria Beckham. While we're talking about all of our English women here, she has released her moisturizing primer, which originally came in kind of a pearl-esque and now is in a golden color. This is a lovely product. It moisturizes, it softens, and as you see, it has kind of a hint of shine and a hint of gold that is lovely for summer. This is a beautiful product. It is a bit pricey. It's $90-something, but it lasts a long time. It's very moisturizing, can be used on its own for a non-makeup day. Both the Pearlesque Original and this golden color, I highly recommend. They are lovely. In addition, Victoria Beckham came out with Cherie, which is the second in her Bitten lip tint. Her original Bitten lip tint, which was called Bijou, I liked, but I felt was a bit too purple. For me, I have kind of a naturally bubblegum tinted lip, a natural tint to my lip, and this kind of being kind of a pinky color works better for me. This is definitely your lips, but better. I love this, and I have been wearing it a ton. Let's move on to mascara. So we've got 4 mascaras to talk about here that I have mentioned, and I have 2 showdown videos comparing one to the other, and I will link both of those below. The first, let's talk about them at length here. Huda Legit Lashes. This has 2 sides, one for lengthening, one for curling. It is a fantastic mascara. It does work if you are patient. PRINTcesses, I am a very patient person, but not with mascara. I very rarely reach for this. I find it too fussy to have 2 sides. So it is fantastic. I do make sure I use it because it's open. It hasn't been flaking or having any trouble, even though I've had it open for quite a few weeks. So it's a good product. I just find that a little bit fussy to have to take time like that, and I don't. Marc Jacobs at Lash'd Mascara, a lovely mascara. This is a lengthening mascara with a nice, straight, pretty wand. It gives my lashes a nice length. It has been open for about 3 weeks. It does not flake. It does not cause raccoon eyes. It is a very, very good investment as far as mascaras. And for me, PRINTcesses, it's quick because I like to just put on my mascara and go. I don't like to spend a lot of time with it. We also have the Hourglass Unlocked. Another fantastic mascara. This is a tubing mascara with a cool little prickly straight wand. Beautiful. Love me the tubing mascaras. If you have trouble with raccoon eyes, this should take care of your problem. This is a great product. All of these, some people could replace with drugstore mascaras. I don't think so though. I like this Hourglass product and I use it quite a bit. The new Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. My favorite of the 4. I loved her first mascara. I will not go on and on and on because you have heard me complain. Her first mascara, I feel gets flaky after a few weeks, but it's gorgeous. This mascara lengthens. It gives me volume. It gives me flutter. I'm wearing it right now, and I love it. It has been open for a week and a half or so, so far so good. Hopefully it will last longer than her first mascara, which I love but refuse to buy. I have 2 of these, so I am hoping that they will last a long time. This one and one that I'm saving that's not open. This is a very good product. So of the 4 mascaras, 4, 4 fingers, Rebecca. Of the 4 mascaras, the Pat McGrath Dark Star is my choice if you are going to buy only one of those 4. Let's talk about some makeup brushes, and then we can get into our eye and cheek palettes. The brushes I reviewed most recently were the new Trio by Goss, which one of them's shedding a little bit. These are lovely, lovely, lovely brushes with squirrel hair, and the larger one has a combo of squirrel and dyed goat hair. These are fantastic. I have used them. I have washed them. They do not shed. They apply beautifully. They pick up just the right amount of product and not too much because I can be heavy-handed. I almost passed on these. I can't believe it. This is a welcome addition to any of you who appreciate beautiful brushes. I think they are still on Beautylish. Can somebody tell me if I'm wrong? If not, they'll be coming back, and when they do, snatch them up, guys. These are fantastic brushes. All I did in the video, I will link below an entire look using only these 3 brushes, and I had no problem with it. When we can travel again, I will travel with these. They're as lovely to use as they are to look at. Goss did a good job on these. These are worth it. Let's talk about 2 of my favorite new eye palettes. 3 of them, actually. Of course, you know we had to talk about the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I've been using it a ton, guys, a ton. I love it. I don't find it boring. For me, I'm a neutral girl, so I love the neutrals in here, and this kind of spices up some neutrals with some beautiful shimmers. I will link my video below. I stand by my recommendation for this palette. It is a beautiful palette, and I have not found a dud in there. You know Natasha Denona, sometimes it's hit and miss. These are all hits. If you have not bought the Natasha Denona bronze palette, you can wait till it goes on sale if you want, in an upcoming maybe Sephora sale, I don't know, but add it to your list, please. You will not be disappointed. The bronze cheek palette from Natasha Denona, now that I am still on board with. Others were not. People found its performance a little iffy. I think that it is an all-over face palette, true to form. I have a video where I used it on eyes, cheeks, and lips, and I feel it did not let down. There's enough depth. There is cream. There is powder. There's a little flap that protects it. This would be travel friendly. You got this. You got those Wayne brushes. You're set. This is beautiful. I think this is worth it. Back to Mother Pat. Her latest, Divine Rose 8, or Mothership 8, excuse me, Divine Rose 2. I have, here's the art and the packaging, which is delightful. And I was lucky enough to get the pink packaging as well. Oops, it's a little fingerprinted just now from touching it. These things are very sensitive to the fingerprints. I'm sorry to hold that up for you. Just want to go fast here. This, of course, I'm sure you have seen it, is absolutely stunning in its choices. I like this even better than Divine Rose 1, and I didn't think that was possible. I am wearing this Mothership 8 today on my eyes, along with her new mascara, as you know, and I'm in love. If I had right now to run into a burning building and save one eye palette, believe it or not, it would be this one. And I know you're gonna say, well, you just said that you love neutrals. I do, but I feel like these colors, these kind of gentle pinks and gentle golds and gentle plums are kind of like a pinkier version of neutral to me. I love them. Speaking of neutrals, a palette I have not had long, but I've already used in 4 or 5 times in the 4 or 5 days I've had it, and that is the Sydney Grace Summer Days palette. This was a new palette introduced during their Christmas in July summer sale, and it is everything I love in a palette, all neutrals. These shades are creamy and gorgeous and beautiful, and this will be coming back in stock on the Sydney Grace website. Support your independent brands so they too can become as big as Pat McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury. Certainly Sydney Grace deserves it. These are beautiful, beautiful shades, nice and creamy and lovely. Okay, now I have an update on 2 recent posts. And normally I would save these for another video, but I actually have some thoughts that have progressed since my first impressions on the video. The first is the Becca Zero Pigment foundation and highlighter. A lot of people were angry at me about liking this. They found it gimmicky. They were annoyed by it. Well, don't knock it till you try it. The Becca Zero it's gorgeous. It is the perfect accompaniment to a day where you otherwise planned to just wear concealer. If you are like me and you have days when you just want to wear concealer and no foundation, this is it. I have been asked if this is a primer. No, I'm taking this lid off to show you. To me, this is not a primer. Look how thick it is. I can't imagine putting a foundation over it. I think it's too much. What it does is it smooths out your pores, it smooths out your skin, and yet you have nothing on. So it's like a combination primer and, like, I want to say that they're making it a gimmick by calling it a zero pigment foundation, but frankly, I'm with them on this. I don't know what else you would call it, because frankly, it is a zero pigment foundation. I actually like it. Haters be haters. I don't care. I like it. It's not, try it. If you don't prefer always high coverage foundation, I think you'll like it. If you try it, let me know. The highlighter is beautiful. It's glass-like. It's pretty on the lips. It's shiny and sparkly. It does not, however, it does not dry down. If that's going to bug you, then don't get it. It is not sticky. It's gel-like, but it does not dry down, but it is super wet and super gorgeous. I'm rushing through because I want to get to the Patrick Ta products. First of all, a product I got quite a few weeks ago, the Dual Blushes. I bought it in She's So LA, and I bought it in Do We Know Her, which I'm going to open for you, is kind of a more peachy orangey color. So I got the peachy orangies and I got the kind of bronzy. I am wearing She's So LA, this one today, right now. I wore this one yesterday. Patrick Ta's blushes are sensational. I think they're some of the best on the market. This is you can use the powder alone, you can use the cream alone. And today I use the powder with the cream over it, which is how the master himself applies it. Any blush that has Patrick Ta's name on it, I endorse. They're beautiful, beautiful products. But coming up to his brand new launch, the Major Glow 2.0. Okay, I already have thoughts. My release on this was just a week or so ago, I think. I don't know when I'm going to put this video out, but it wasn't that long ago. I just have some extra thoughts. The lip balm is very nice and very pretty. And as I suspected in my first impressions, it is a crowded market as far as lip balms go. It is not one that I'm always grabbing. When I grab a lip mask, I am grabbing my Laneige. There's a Tatcha one out right now that's gorgeous. This is a good product, and if you love lip balms and kind of collect lip balms, you will not be displeased. Certainly looks pretty sitting on your nightstand. But for me, you can pass on this. It's nothing special. The spray, I love. I am not a spray girl. I don't like sprays. This is a nice fine mist. I did this for you in the video as well. This is a beautiful fine mist. I love it. I can spray it all over. It's cooling. It's nice. It doesn't bother me like most sprays do. It is not a setting spray. It is a refreshing spray, and it will refresh and make your makeup, as you just saw me do, nice and dewy and fresh. It's beautiful for summer. It's cooling. This is the winner of the Major Glow 2.0. Let's get to the face and body balm. I bought the face and body balm in the clear color, and again, I apologize, it didn't do well in the mail and hasn't gone back. It hasn't slid back to its original. This is a gorgeous product. It looks beautiful on. It is thick. It does not dry down. That is not my issue with it. I love the glow. If you're going out somewhere, especially when we can all go out again, if you want that summer glow for a daytime event, it is gorgeous. My issue with it is the smell. It's got a kind of tutti fruity, a slightly cloyingly sweet smell that does not go away. And when it's on your face, princesses, you are walking around all day going, and you can't get away from it because it's on your face. If you don't mind fragrance at all, go for it. If fragrance is going to bother you, you can't run away from it when it's on your face, or if you're putting it on your shoulders, it's up by your face. It drives me crazy. I will still wear it because it is so pretty. But funnily enough, princesses, I mean, in terms of a glossy look, this Becca Zero Pigment Gel at least has zero pigment, zero smell, and still, frankly, gives the same shine. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit here. I don't have a mirror, so forgive me. I'm just going to kind of put it here and dot it in, just with no mirror. I just use the viewfinder there. And let me put a little bit of the stinky stuff on the other side. See what you think. I think really it kind of gives, well, we'll find out right now, the same type of effect. I mean, look, it's really pretty, guys. There it is on the other. I'd rather deal with this. You know, when you first put this Patrick Ta product, which is on this side, on, it's kind of a sweet smell and it's kind of nice, but it's almost like the sweetness disappears and you're just left with this kind of a weird smell that lingers. It drives me crazy. Anyway, there's the Patrick Ta. There's the Becca highlighter. I mean, you know, this is definitely a gel look. This is definitely a more dramatic look. I don't know, I just prefer this because after a while the smell just gets to me. I don't know. Anyway, if there's anything I missed, I just reviewed the Patrick Ta, so it's probably a little too early, but I had those thoughts because you might still be considering it, so I wanted to catch you before you placed an order. Ask me if there's anything I left out of this list, because I would like to make sure you are updated with the most accurate information to inform your purchases. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. The smell of this balm is driving me crazy already. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe now. Hey, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.